Hi, Celeste. Like, yeah, I'm happy.
You guys have been real busy over there at the pickup truck all week. Tell us what's going on.
We're giving out frisbees for the kids, kazoos, promoting some of our specials that are going on. We got a filter special going on next week, and that's about it.
How about that coloring contest?
Oh yeah, the coloring contest. Forgot about that. We got a coloring contest for the kids. We're giving prizes away at the end of the week on Saturday. So bring the kids over. They can color. We're giving out prizes for different age groups.
And they can take them home with them and also drop them off to the store, and they'll make sure they get them over here. Am I correct?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. Billy, how you doing?
Not too bad. How you guys?
Good. Tell us a little bit about last season.
Well, last year's the first time I actually drove a dirt car for a full season. I started when I was 8 years old. We ran go-karts and quarter midgets all the time. I ran asphalt modifieds for a couple years. Then we just started hitting and missing, playing with a dirt car for a little bit, and we jumped enough money last year to go racing.
Okay. Pretty good season for you.
Yeah, I wish it would have been it could have been a lot better, but I'm not going to complain. We got a good year. That's what we shot for at the beginning of the year. We met our goal. Would have liked to finish a couple races better, but hey, that's all part of racing.
Well, that's what the goal. Kurt, how you doing, man?
Not too bad. Glad to have 2 cars out here at the People Ball Show.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're beauties, my friend.
Thanks a lot. You know, my owner, Fred Fittner, really works hard and takes a lot of pride in his work. And me and Larry Hogan, we work real hard. And, you know, I'm hoping they're 2 of the best looking micros in the show every year.
I would have to say that you got a handle on it, my friend.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Tell us a little bit about the 2011 season. We saw you at Hamlin, great work up there, and you really came into your own from say mid-season on.
Yeah, even that, I felt like I struggled up there. I did not have the season I wanted to have. Even though my record shows second in points, I feel like we should have been champions up there, but we fought a tight car all season, threw everything but the kitchen sink at it, and couldn't make that thing turn. So we decided to sell that one, and we got a new one now.
Okay, tell us about the new one.
It's 2012 RTS, you know, all lettered up with elite pools, wrap pallet service, Popovich beverage, Island Park developments, and I'm really excited about it. You know, hopefully it works real good right out of the trailer. Got a brand new big board from Steve Shelley on there.
Okay, and how about the 600?
The 600's in about 1,000,001 pieces in our warehouse. Hopefully have that together by May or June.
Okay. And you'll be so you'll be doing double duty at some point in time during the year?
Oh, most definitely. Once June comes around, it'll be like every other week because I'm going to share the 600 with my teammate Larry Hogan.
Okay. And Larry did some time, one race I believe last year, didn't look real good in it.
I'll tell you what, Larry Hogan put me to shame that night. He got second in it, in my opinion.
Well, don't put him in it then.
He should have won that race, but the first time he ever sat in the car, he could barely see over the hood.
Okay. Tell us a little. You're now working for MMF Fabrications. Beautiful equipment. We saw the first cars down at the Motorsports Show. You guys are really doing some great work there.
Yeah, I urge everybody to stop by Louis Orbach's car and just take a look at the craftsmanship that Mark puts into him. He works really hard, and to start a business in the middle of a depression, basically, he's taking a big risk. And the people that have come in and bought parts from us, we've never heard from a couple people, and a couple people are just our best friends. So buying parts, all the overhead that he has right now, I just really hope we can sell parts and sell a lot of chassis. So I think there's going to be about 6 out there on the track come 2012 racing season.
We look at 2012, you're going for the title. Nothing less.
I'm going for the Hamlin title, nothing less. And I'm going for the Slingshot National title as well. Kutztown weekly with the Miller Motorsports Hammer Down Dyno number 66. I'm really excited for that. So, you know, I need everything to fall the way it needs to be, and hopefully we'll have a lot of crowds this year.
I think we'll be talking to you a lot.
I certainly hope so.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the Cadillac Man, Kurt. Larry, how are you, man?
Pretty good.
Good. Hey, going to do some 600 racing. That should be good for you.
Yeah, if Kurt lets me drive it, I'll drive.
Well, you looked real strong in that one appearance last year, and that's real good stuff.
Yeah, I just couldn't see right, and I didn't want to crash that girl in front of me, so raining that wouldn't have been mad at that. But yeah, we had fun with that car. The 270 is still a lot harder to drive than the 600 now.
Okay, and of course, Kurt had mentioned you guys have two cars into the show here. Beautiful work. Two gorgeous looking race cars.
Yeah, we take a lot of pride in our cars. A lot of time, it's what we do. So a lot of time.
Okay. Goals for 2012. You've got the bad season out of the way in 2010. What do you look like in 2012?
Well, at the end of last year, we kind of got going pretty good.
Yes,
my personal goal for this year is just to win a feature. I always tell these young guys I like to see them win because when they get 41 years old, they might not be racing like I am. But I like to see the young guys win. I told Robbie Watson here the other night, I said, Robbie, I want to see you win 2, 3, 4 races a year, but I just want to win one. He said, I want to see you win one too. So I like racing all these young guys. I love them to death. It's a great guys I race with up at Hamlin, reining them, and you guys do a good job up there. Go there every week, the track's smooth. You know, I hear people bitching all the time about there's no passes or nothing. Well, there's features that I watch. I see cars passing each other all the time. But I always tell these people, if you have a slingshot or a 270 or 600 and you don't come to Hamlin, you're really missing out. Like I said, this will be our 3rd year going, and I just enjoy racing there. And for some reason, if I can't race no more at Hamlin, I just won't race.
There you go. That's we want to see you keep racing. I tell you what, you had a great season. And the one thing that has always impressed me about Hamlin is you alluded to it, is the fact that it's a family. It's almost like a family tradition anymore. And you see all the great people getting together. They have fun with what they do. Yes, it's a very competitive nature out on the speedway, but they have fun in the pit area, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, like I say, all these young guys, these teenage kids, they could be my kid, and I enjoy racing with them, but they're the future. You know, I got maybe, I don't know, people say I talk to them, but I only got a few years to go yet. My little girl, she might want to do something, she might not. Hopefully she won't want to, but you know, I just enjoy going up there racing with these guys, being with my team, Dennis, Bettler, Brian, all my teammates and stuff like that. My wife, she works hard for her team, and it's one big team. Freddie and Kaylee, they put a lot into this, and we want Kurt to win the championship, and I want to win a race. So whatever we have to do to make Kurt a champion, we're going to do. If I got to get a second job to buy him tires, that's what we'll do.
Sounds like a plan to me.
You're in, Kurt.
Yeah. You got a tire sponsor. Here you go.
Yeah.
Good deal. Well, Larry, we wish you the best in 2012. It's always great talking to you. You're a real gentleman of the sport.
I try to be.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Larry Hoagland. Let's bring up this next gentleman and just being real strong, jumping up into the All-Star Slingshot ranks in 2011. He is the Rockaway Rocket, Danny Buckabuska.
There you go, Dan.
Hey, Rocket, how you doing? Good. Tell us about the season. As much as you dominated in 2010, 2011 was a little bit of a learning curve, but you earned your plaudits well.
Definitely. From transition from juniors to also it's such a huge competition change. You know, it's
sure.
like it goes from like 7 cars that could win to like 15 that could win in every field. Plus, you got Hamlin Speedway, you got 35 cars show up every weekend. You know, and every single one will know how to.
Let me stop you right there. Randy, you listen to this? When I announced the feature event, I said every car can win the race. Not 15. Come on, Danny. Steady, son, steady. But a great season. Tell us about that Hamlin 100 win. Right after the win, we had you on the show, and you were still excited, even though your dad kept all the money. Take it down, get used to it.
Just to
Prepare for a full season in 2013.
Correct. Yeah, probably.
Okay. Are you always going to keep the slingshot? You know, I know a lot of guys like to keep racing those cars.
Yeah, crazy. When I once turn 14, that'll be.
Okay. What will be your plan? Eventually, are you looking to move into the full-size ranks full-time and hopefully big block modifieds in the future?
Yeah, we're looking so you have, we might possibly after this year we could buy a 600. So we'll have a 600 and a spec, and the one that we feel that we have a better chance in, you know, that we'll go down that road and spend that time on it, you know, because if you know how to drive both cars, it's a lot of racing talent that a lot of people they only know how to drive like modified, you know.
Sure.
But a lot of people, if you drive like 10-car modified, you know, it's.
Well, I like the way you're thinking.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Does your dad have all that kind of money to buy all that stuff?
We need sponsors. Anybody plus a free agent, guys.
Tell us about the sponsors that are helping.
We got Bruce's Speed Shop, obviously SNS Speedways. We go there every single weekend over the off season. You know, that's really it right now.
Okay.
So we definitely need more help. So
You're going to get out the pavement a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what your street shoes, not a race car.
Yeah.
Very good. Danny, always great talking to you. Keep doing what you're doing. When we say someone has the X factor, you definitely do, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rockaway Rocket, Danny Buckabuska. Let's bring up this next gentleman. If I'm not mistaken, he might even be a fourth generation. Beautiful race cars. Let's bring him up without further ado. Thomas Sonny Straub. He's got the red sneakers just like Grandpa's 24. How you doing? Good, Thomas. What's going on, man? You got the car ready? Is it in the show here? Good deal. I haven't actually walked them all.
Can you really walk this
Yeah, I
thing?
can. Come back here. I have to lean on something. Tell us about the 2011 season. By mid-season, you had really gotten it together, and you were really starting to work your way, work some magic out there on that Hamlin 1/5 mile racetrack.
Well, yeah, I guess we're just trying to that's the season.
Okay. Do you feel that the 2012 season will even be better?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Another. Chris Oration.
Yep.
How are you, Chris?
Not too bad. We're anxious to get racing.
So you're going to be making the Hamlin Speedway your home in 2012. It's good news.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We got a lot of good co-racers that race with us. We'll go up there and hopefully learn from them and try to make some noise.
Well, you'll make some noise. But you know, the funny thing about it is that you actually started your career 6 miles to the east in Mockatech, and I get to call the show again.
Yeah, see that full circle. Yeah, we started at Mock. That was a great track. I only have one night of racing at Hamlin. I did pretty good, so I tore the front end out of it. And so that ended that. We never went back.
Okay. What happened? May we ask that question?
Driver error.
Enough said.
Guy ready to
That's a gentleman. What are with the plans going back to Hamlin? What do you have to do different to bring your game plan to what you're doing?
I would say everything. I mean, the Smiths, they run a good track up there. I hear nothing but good things about it. A lot of good drivers are up there. I got to race with a couple of them up at West End. We won there this year. All class act. I mean, you talk to them all, real nice guys. We update a little bit. We got a new 600, another motor. So we're bringing 2 600s up, one for me, one for my daughter Amber, and 2 270s. So we're pretty busy. So we're getting new challenges this year.
Well, and that is a great challenge on track. You know, the drivers, they go top side, they go bottom side, and you know, I'm sure that with your veteran talent, you'll fit right into the mix there.
I don't know so much about the talent part. I don't take the criticism very well, but no, I've been bugging Kurt, Larry, anybody I can get any kind of help off of. I appreciate it, guys. That's what's great about this class. Everybody's pretty good and help out. It's, you know, we all.
Okay, when this guy wins, they're going to pull the roof down because they really go for it in Victory Lane. I don't think, well, I'm sure you have. The enthusiasm. No, it can. The enthusiasm and the celebration in Victory Lane when he wins, it's second to none.
That's
look forward to that.
That's all part of the winning
Absolutely.
combination. That's what it's all about.
He got in trouble for that though, didn't he? Inviting people down. To be my guest, he used to say that too.
Hey Sheldon, great seeing you, man. What's tell us about the 2012 season. What looms on the horizon for you?
I'm actually not quite sure yet.
But you're thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm going to stay in it for now and just go as I can. I got a lot of stuff going on this summer, lots of vacations planned, and I'm trying to slow things down with racing. I've been doing it my whole life. Quarters is fun, tight little bull ring. It seems really fast because it's just narrow track. Hamlin, it's a lot faster actual speed. But had a lot of fun. We did some traveling. We went to West End, ran for New York. You know, it was fun.
Okay. We're at Amber Oration. Amber, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. New track for you in 2012. You excited?
Yeah, I'm really excited.
How excited?
Oh, it's SUV.
Okay. What division?
Rookie 600.
Rookie 600s? Okay. That's going to be a wide open class, and you know, you basically have to establish yourself early on as the contender and let them come after you.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay. Have you ever raced at Hamlin before?
No, I haven't, but I have some friends that race up there, and they told me good things about the track.
They gave you some pointers?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. What kind of car is it you're going to be racing? A 600? What kind of chassis?
I have an 08 GMP.
Okay. And stock motor or one of those high-powered jobbers?
Yeah, my dad's motor.
Good for Bob. All right. And as you look at racing in your career, do you want to continue on racing, or you kind of feel like at some point in time you won't want to do it anymore?
Racing's in my blood. I always want to do it. There's no stopping.
That's the right answer.
He's kidding you.
Great talking to you. You have a great season. We look forward to calling the shows up there for you in 2012.
Thank you.
All right, Amber Oration, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's bring up the maestro, if you will, of the Hamlin Speedway. What a great job they've done. They've resurrected that speedway from a closed facility in 2005. And boy, it just keeps getting better and better. I guess I'll have to steal his moniker and say, you ain't seen nothing yet, it's Randy Smith. Big Daddy, it's always great to see you. You know, we have just a fabulous show up there, and it's even going to get better in 2012. And you've got a new team.
Yeah, actually, I got a terrible problem up there. We have 138 parking spots designated. We're sold out. Pit spots. Problem I got is I got to expand the pit area.
What a problem that is, huh?
Horrible.
I'll tell you, Randy, you've done a lot of work in the off-season. You picked up some of that clay from Borders. We're looking for, it'll be a faster racetrack. It'll be a wider racetrack, and I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to calling those shows, buddy.
Speaking of you calling them shows, that comment a little while ago about you guys making all these big bucks announcing,
Yeah.
we're going to have to chat.
I was going to say not enough.
That's not what I was thinking.
All right. Anyway, let's talk about the new season. You're excited. Lots of new stuff happening in Hamlin.
Still pretty soggy, track-wise, but another week, a week or so. We got a couple weeks left yet. We're going to get her done.
Get her done and get her ready. Get those pits expanded, and just get ready for a great new season up there.
Yeah, the farmer's going to lose a few rows of his cornfield.
But that's okay. That's a good thing. You know, that's a good thing.
Corn wasn't that good anyway.
Okay.
Use it for the corn roast.
Randy, as you look at all your past years in racing and you know, transitioning into a promoter from a driver and seeing the expert work that you've done at the Speedway, you have to really feel good about the future of what you've been able to portray with your wife in carrying the Hamlin Speedway into the future.
Yeah, where did my bride get to anyway? But yeah, this is actually year 7 already, and I have no clue where the heck the other ones went to, but we're going to do her again. We're going to keep doing it as long as we possibly can.
You know, and the funny thing is from the day I started, I kept all the records. And there might be one that slipped away somewhere or another, but I have most of the records and stacks and stacks. And the roster of drivers has changed considerably throughout the year, but throughout the years. But the one thing that is kind of like is the focal point is that the stars continue to shine. The transition from the juniors on up. When we stopped running the go-karts, we saw an influx into the slingshot ranks, and it just keeps getting better and better. When you see that star of magnitude come together in one show, man, oh man, it's easy to write about.
It's just amazing. All the talent that comes in and runs there, moves on, but still keeps coming back occasionally. And you can race in Hamlin, and you can pretty much go anywhere else in this country and show them where you come from.
Absolutely. And the one thing that I always like to say is when you look at the roster, especially in the slingshot division, it is without question the strongest slingshot field in the country today.
You are correct. I believe most all of the national champions, but one, I think, has come out of the Hamlin Speedway ranks.
And you know, you've done a lot of great work. You widened the racetrack last year. It gave the drivers who dared to go topside, it gave them that ample opportunity to try to find another lane up there, and that's what makes the racing exciting. The in-and-out racing that we've seen, I've got to be honest with you, it's an announcer's dream because you can pick it up and boom, boom, boom. You just call in the show and it's great, right from start to finish.
So what you're saying is the racing's that good that I could actually take your spot?
Yeah, there you go.
It's easy.
All right. Any more plans for 2012 as we move through the season?
At this point in time, I've got my hands full with just expanding the pit area, getting the new plane down, getting everything else ready to go for the season. It's always subject to change. We're going to just keep doing what we got to do, keep the fans coming and keep the cars coming, keep everybody happy.
Let's just make one announcement of the fact that the Hamlin 100, which will be July 7th, that will be at least $2,000 to win based on a 45-car count. But there will be tons and tons of contingencies that we're working on right now in conjunction with the St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Randy, that is going to be a week no one's going to forget.
It's going to be phenomenal, and we have a whole bunch of other special things going for micros and all the other divisions that we run there, but that is definitely the biggest one we got.
Crew Chief Challenge with the NASCAR boys will be back twice again this year?
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't rain on us.
Yeah, well, you know, let's just mention that. We went through the whole month of August last year without having one event.
You are correct.
And I think in that same time frame, Gary Palmer had one event. So, boy, I lost a lot of money.
Yeah, Mother Nature would beat the living snot out of us.
Well, Randy, always great talking to you. Oh, Ed, go ahead.
Randy, I know that it's not feasible right away because I know you have to expand your pits and the whole deal this way, but let's look at 5 years from now. There seems to be enough property up there that you could stick a quarter-mile track on there. Is that ever in your plans? Somebody asked me.
Yeah, actually, before we took over, he actually had permits.
I thought so.
To put like a third up to
3/8.
Yeah, 3/8 down the bottom of the cornfield, but that sort of went by the wayside now. To answer your question, absolutely not.
Okay, small cars are in, guys.
And that seemingly is the future of racing as we look at it today.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't know how we can really afford to do the big car stuff, to do it properly anymore with the way everything is. And the economy don't look like it's getting much better right now. Yeah, but fuel prices and all that. Thank you. I'll see you at Hamlin Speedway.
Thanks, Randy. Appreciate it.
I didn't sign up for this.
Hi, Andy.
Hi.
Jess Horvath? Is that what you say? Okay.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Stan Freeman's granddaughter.
Okay. You are not racing anymore, I take it.
Correct.
And you want to tell us why?
Because I'm 10 weeks pregnant.
There you go. That's the answer. Did you race last year?
Yes, I raced the quarters and the 270s in the rookie class.
Okay. And racing is going to be curtailed for a little while? Not permanently though, right?
Hopefully not permanently. I would like to get back in the race car maybe in the 2013 season.
Okay. And back in the 270s?
Louis wants to see me at 600 if I ever get back into it.
Okay. That makes sense to me.
Has he got a big insurance policy on you or what?
I have a big
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Now, Bobby, you've seen her race a lot of times, so take it over from here. You probably know a lot more than I would at this point.
Oh, I don't think so. But I mean, anyway, Jess came along pretty well. The 270, she caught on to it. She started running and having fun, right?
I have my first feature win this year.
And you got your first feature win. There's nothing wrong with that. You still enjoy watching your grandpa run, right?
Of course.
And he was here Monday night, and he's looking good, and chomping at the bit to get back behind the wheel.
Oh yeah, that's him.
That's him. He's been right. You got to be there and support him, right?
Yeah, might be a little bored.
Man, you might. Once that little one comes along, though, you're going to be plenty busy. You won't have time to be bored, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And he'll be born with a steering wheel in his hand. Absolutely.
Oh, it's a he?
No, I don't know yet.
She's not telling. I tried to force the issue.
I don't know yet at all. So.
Okay. Well, great talking to you. You enjoy the season on the sidelines. We'll be talking to you throughout the year up at the Hamlin Speedway.
All right, thank you.
Yes, we're back. Let's bring up this gentleman who's manufacturing some great 600 micros. MMF Manufacturing. Double M is Mark Manieri. Good, Mark. How you doing?
Pretty good. Busy. Real busy right now.
I know you're busy, but thank you for giving us some time tonight because the car that Louis did bring into the show, even though it's incomplete, that's a great looking piece.
Yeah, thanks a lot. We take a lot of pride in everything we do. Right now, we're struggling. Everybody in the racing business is behind. Our seat companies right now, for instance, they're 6 weeks behind.
Okay.
Everybody's struggling. We're struggling with the machine shops to get us the stuff on time. Everybody's struggling to really get everything done. We're that far behind too. We have that many cars going right now, which is a good problem to have. I was afraid in the beginning to do a business where we were going to be building cars, and we're not this company or we're not that company. We're somebody brand new that a lot of people don't know of.
haven't heard of, but it's not that we can't be as good as them, you know, it's just you have to get your name out there and get it in. We got about 6 or 7 chassis that'll be out there this year, and more coming. We sold another car this week, so it's just, you know, getting it started.
And you're doing it the right way, piece by piece, little by little, and of course getting some cars out into the local tracks. That basically is going to be your starting point with them. And you've done a lot of homework, and the research mechanism seems to be falling into place. The cars look great, as I said. And we're looking forward to seeing you guys sit in victory lane with those cars.
Yeah, I definitely hope so. I mean, like I said, it's like you said, doing the research and making sure the stuff is right is there. I'm not one guy out there copying a single thing. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there that take somebody's car and just build it. We don't do that. I don't want nothing to do with it. We build our own piece. Everything is one-off. Everything down to our torsion arms is our torsion arms. We don't, you know, copy this chassis company's thing and do this and do that. You know, we're out there to be us, not everybody else. So, you know, I think this year's going to pay off big for us. We got a lot of guys that are capable of doing big things with us, and you know, I know myself, I'm going to push as hard as I can this year to make things happen. You know, we struggled real bad last year. I got hurt and wasn't able to get out there right away, so it's a hard deal, and we'll get there. It's just going to take some time.
Absolutely.
You spent some time in the sprints over at Sealands Grove, and you did quite well there. To step kind of back into the micros, you adapted well to that too. Do you still miss the bigger sprints?
Yeah, I mean, I miss driving the sprint cars. Sprint cars are definitely, it's a one-off thing. You're not going to feel anything like it. One thing I can say is, and Randy had said it too about, you know, bang for your buck, you're not going to go anywhere and race with stuff you're going in, even the competition that we run with at Hamlin, you know, just talking to a bunch of people, with what's tough about running Hamlin, one reason we run there, you know, you run some other places, there's 5, 6 cars that are capable of winning. You go to Hamlin, you're running against 25 guys that can lane every night. The equipment's there, so it's tough. It's definitely, yeah, I miss the big cars, but I don't miss spending the money. So.
But not. Being a driver, if somebody's having a problem with one of the cars you sold them, would you be willing to step in and take it out for warm-ups and maybe shake it down and see what you might find with it?
Yeah, I mean, we've got most of the stuff pretty well figured out where we can tell you to go on the track and start here, start there, do this, do that, and go out there. You know, you're going to hear a lot of people tell you throughout the years, every chassis comes off different. Everyone that I'm going to build isn't going to work the exact same way, not down to the T. I mean, they'll be in a range where it will, but you're going to have guys who are going to, and it's driver preference, you're going to have one guy that's going to want this bar here and want that bar there. It's going to be a lot of work this year. We're going to work with a lot of drivers, and trying to drive myself, it's going to be real hectic, you know what I mean?
Planning a busy summer.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a busy summer. I can't catch a break now as it is, you know. I'm thankful I got Kurt Bettler helping me a lot right now when he gets his free time. That helps out a lot. Right?
When he's not digging in the cemetery.
No, he's good help, you know what I mean? We also have a slingshot that's kind of going to be sponsored by us this year, as well as Rich Getter, so a big part of that. Anthony Razor is going to be driving this year for us, so he's getting a big break. The kid deserves a shot at it. So
I called his first ever win, his only win.
That's correct. You did.
Yeah, so I mean, it's going to be a big thing. I mean, working with him, working with doing cars, I'm not going to have much time, but if you want to make it in this business, that's what you're going to do. You know what I mean? It's going to be a long summer.
And you're young yet, so you can put the late hours in and still catch up the next day.
Yeah, we're working a lot of nights till 2 o'clock in the morning. It's not a joke either. Back up at 8 o'clock and going.
Well, it's going to pay off, because when you get that first car in victory lane, what did you tell me? Champagne for everybody.
Yeah, I don't, whatever it takes, you know what I mean. But we'll get there. Like I said, it's, you know, it's hard being 5 out of 60 that are there, you know what I mean? It's not, everybody doesn't have our name on it, so it's going to mean something even more when I can take, you know, maybe 3 or 4 guys that are in the regular division and can beat everybody else out there. You know, we won a race last year at Borders, and it was a good, you know, good thing to step up and do, and but we, you know, definitely want to do it up there this year with Hamlin. We also got something in the works. We're going to have brand new 270s this year. There's already a driver in line. Everything's set up to go. So nobody's going to see that one until opening day. So nobody even, that was the first time I've ever really said anything about it.
Okay.
So that'll be something that somebody will find out when the guy rolls out with the trailer. It won't be myself. So like I said, a lot of big things we're trying to do. We build everything right now. We've got everything from quarter midgets to TQs to everything we're building. We've got quarter midgets sold that I don't even have started yet, so it's a good thing to have.
It's good you're staying busy, and we wish you all the luck in the world.
All right, thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Double M Mark Manieri. Louis Horvath. Lou, even though you didn't get the car as a roller, you brought her in here anyway for the fans to look at. It's a great piece.
Yeah, we definitely have a lot of compliments on the car. I hope it really helps Mark out. We're just waiting to get these parts, and we're really hoping to come in tomorrow.
Tomorrow into the mall and
oh yeah,
do some bolt-ons?
I plan on making that car a roller if we can get the parts in time.
Unbelievable. That's great. Tell us a little bit about the 2011 racing season.
We had a fantastic season. We got one win in the 600, a whole bunch of heat wins, and a lot of top threes at Borders. The track facility was it was a great racetrack to really get your feet wet in the 600. We went to Kutztown a couple times, had some good runs out there, had some bad runs out there, but overall we were very happy with it.
Okay. And 2012, what's the schedule looking like for you?
Well, we bought our pit spot at Hamlin before they got sold out, so that's a good thing. But with work and everything else, we're going to try and get to Kutztown, but it's going to be tough. So for right now, we're shooting for just Kutztown. Just for Hamlin.
Okay. How many wins have you had? I mean, you've won quad races time after time after time. I believe you're a past ACWA champion many times. Get loud and clear. We got to see who the boss is, right?
Absolutely. She says no. She doesn't want me to get a street bike either. So I don't know. I'll just bite the bullet and wait the time.
Yeah, that's what you got to do sometimes.
Well, sometimes, Lou, both of us have to wear the pants in the family.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I know you've taken on a new job and trying to help your career out, make a few extra bucks, and it might kind of hinder your racing this year because they like to keep you late. And we hope those things work out. You and I have had that talk this week, and we hope that that's one hurdle that you get the jump so that the racing looks good this year for you.
Yeah, absolutely. We do
whenever we can get in.
An open show here and there?
Yeah.
Speed weeks and things like that?
Yeah, and it could go, we just do a lot of endless shows again, just do this one car, more than just, just a couple of times.
Okay. Great talent in that division that you were the champion. You have to feel really proud of the fact that you hung with it and got that title.
Yeah, it's really nice. There's a lot of good guys out there, and this year there should be some new talent coming in, and it's just going to be good racing.
Well, as I see it, each time you go to the races, it seemingly raises the bar. Each season has been better and better at Hamlin, and of course with a great driving roster, that's what it's all about. It makes for a great season.
Absolutely. Hamlin, it's going to be great this year with some new play. Last year was great. Even the year before that when we were in there was always good.
Let's talk about a lap around the speedway, because you're one of those guys who likes to flirt with the top side, and you make a lot of passes up there and you make it look easy. Tell us how you do it.
Well, Hamlin, he puts a good track with a nice banking on it. You can just kind of roll it, and car will stick usually, and if it doesn't, you just get down to the bottom and get in there.
You have an outside-in kind of maneuver that has worked very well for you. You've passed a lot of cars with that kind of situation. Is that just basically keeping the revs up and then diving her down to the bottom?
Well, luckily, with the way the banking is, you just kind of get it up there, and then it'll actually kind of ramp down. And it always gives you a good jump on the straightaway for a nice drag into the corner.
Okay. How many years have you been racing now?
Including quarter midgets, I started when I was 5, so about 13.
Wow. What a veteran. Jeez.
Yeah, and in the 600s, I think this is going to be my 5th year.
5th year, okay. And you ran out of Kutztown too, did quite well.
Yes, won the opener there. That was a Goldie Metzger. Great show. They had a good season there too. I enjoyed racing there. And, good competition there too.
Well, that's what it's all about. Competition brings out the crowds, and you keep the crowds there, and that spells success for a speedway.
Absolutely.
We thank you for coming up here tonight. Always great talking to you. Keep doing what you're doing, man. You're a showstopper.
Thank you, thank you.
Brett Maholsky. Let's bring up this gentleman because he is, without question, one of the top names. Richie, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
You know, I'm excited about the new season because you guys are coming up there to run on a weekly basis, and I'm excited as hell. I'll be quite honest with you.
Well, you and everybody that has a car too is really looking forward to this year. We got out to Kutztown once last year, and that's almost the same size racetrack, and the cars really fit well out there. So I think we're going to be putting some nice shows up there this year.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've spent some time looking at your...
Things getting better yet too. I think once we get up there this year, put on some good shows, I think we're going to get some more cars out there. And I'm just waiting for the day when we have a full field out there. And it's going to really be some exciting racing.
That'll be a happy Richie Smith, if I correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
25-car field. Wouldn't that be just beautiful?
Unbelievable.
You know, you and I talked about something, I think Ed was involved in the conversation, where we thought it would be neat if there was 24 of those bad boys around, and each one of them had a marquee of a driver from the past. Like the 555 would be you, the 55 would be Randy, the 63 Neil Coomer, and just work it on down the ladder. I think that would be one of the most exciting things you could see in racing.
It probably would, but we probably only have to have that division that night because it would take the guys that long to get in and out of the cars. You only get one show in that night.
And we'll rent oxygen bottles, right?
We need that too.
Are you really excited about the move to Hamlin? It's going to work out really good.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is probably the best thing that happened to me since we started this. I mean, I enjoyed my time at Burgers, but I said we were probably limited there what we were going to do. With the market that he has up there, being close to Middletown and stuff like that, and the people coming all over with the amount of spectators he has and other competitors and that, I can see it's going to be a big plus for us this year.
And you know, quite honestly, even like Randy said, a big season. I fully expect that this will top all seasons at Hamlin Speedway. And me, as a announcer, media man, I'm just looking forward to it because I know it's just going to be great stuff coming out of there.
Absolutely. I mean, everybody that I've talked to just can't, especially with the weather the way it's been, they're all getting itchy. They want to go up there right now when they get started.
You ain't kidding.
And I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a banner year for everybody.
Okay. You want to tell us a little bit about the Stage 1 cars, the price, the construction, motor-wise?
Well, the full block, the big block modified, you're looking complete car, race ready, top of the line of everything, you're looking a little bit under 12,000, 11,995 they are.
Okay.
They're all 1.5" OD tubing, 095 wall. We run the Briggs & Stratton V-twin in the back. It's a 23 horsepower is what it starts out. We're in the neighborhood of about 50 to 55 horsepower we get out of them now.
Wow, double the horsepower.
Yeah, absolutely. And we run a lot of the micro-sprint components. I mean, we run the 1 3/4 spline, aluminum axle, 10-inch wheels, and then lose your tires and everything else. So it's really a trick piece. It really is. And sometimes you really start looking at them close. You see a lot of real nice stuff on there too.
Now, you have driven them in the past.
I drove one night.
Okay. And